sis, let me tell you. Hey, it's your sissies. You're listening to Sis Let Me Tell You podcast or watching. We're your hosts.
Ooh. I'm Jess.
And I'm Jazz. What's good, Miss Gras?
Nothing.
What?
We have a guest coming into town, so we gotta pick him up today. But other than that, it's just been a blur of clean, because this is the only time you do it.
Oh, that's the stress, girl, when you last minute, but you got to have a clean house because somebody gonna be checking your woodwork.
Yeah.
We ain't been up to nothing over here. It's cold, so I got a blanket and a hoodie on. But we actually have a lot going on this episode. We have a guest for our switch up, which is new. That's different for us. And we're excited. Her name is Coach J. She's a life coach. You'll hear more about her later in the episode. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a long one. So let's jump right into our housekeeping. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Housekeeping. We are still featured. So I'm going to say it again. On Apple's new and noteworthy podcast list. We're listed as their current favorites, which is just litty.
It's a dream.
Tons of new listeners. So, hey, y'all, stick around. We see you guys going back, listening to old episodes. We love it. Thank you for the support. We appreciate it. And we're so happy for y'all to be here. Tell a friend too. Okay. We are doing video episodes. Y'all already know exclusively on Spotify. If you want to watch our faces, if not, you can listen to anywhere and everywhere you listen to podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating and review. Let me repeat. Give us a 5-star rating and review on whatever platform you are listening guys. On. Listen up, Buttercup. It really does help people find our podcast. The more ratings that you have, the more you're seen. So we would really appreciate for y'all to do that. Follow the power for notifications. We did say we were going to start reading our ratings of the ratings and reviews that people we leave. Yeah. So let me go ahead and read one for you guys.
Okay.
This one comes from, I'm not sure. It's not a name. It's LJMTZ. I don't know who that is, but they'll know who they are. The review it's a 5-star rating because that's all we want. And it's titled Love. It says, greatest podcast to listen to while at work. I'm constantly laughing at work and sharing the hot tea to my coworkers. Definitely recommend to everyone. I love that.
Oh, that's great.
Very good. Very sweet. I love it. It's perfect. Yes. So thanks so much, whoever that is. And maybe you can like send us a message on Instagram and be like, that was me. You know,
that'd be great. You. Oh, yes. We would love to know
who's this? Yeah.
But just a note. If you're already sharing the tea with your coworkers, tell them to go ahead and listen.
Yeah.
So they can get the tea directly from us.
Bingo.
Who as well también.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be lovely. Y'all can hit play at the same time.
Yeah. Oh.
And then talk about it in real time while you're working with your headphones in, I hope.
Now that's cute. Yeah.
That is cute. Yeah. What else? Answer our Q&As on Spotify. Y'all already know the drill. It's all the same stuff. Tell a friend if you find yourself charting, laughing, peeing on yourself. Yeah, any of that, because we're so funny. You can't hold it in. Your bodily function, you just lose all control. Tell a friend so that they can also, también, lose their bodily functions. Yep. If you want to support our show, go ahead and click the Linktree link in the show notes of this episode. There's several options. Speaking of, we got our first monthly subscriber.
Yay!
Her name is Liz. Yay! Thank you, Liz.
Thank
so
you.
Much. She's our first one to actually subscribe and commit to a certain amount every month, which is just huge for us because we're trying to do more things for y'all. And that shit costs money. So it'd be nice, it's just nice to have somebody that's like, I believe in y'all every month. Here you go. Here's a little something that y'all can depend on.
Lovely.
Love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully more to come.
Yeah.
Lastly, if there's anyone that needs or wants ad space, send us an email. We'll talk it over. We'll talk it up. And if you want to send us a voice memo, please send it and we'll add it to an episode. Let's go ahead and get into this gossip.
I did.
Ooh. Spill it, sis.
Right. Okay, let's start it off with your nigga, Drizzy Drake.
We can't help ourselves.
Drizzy Drake. Yeah,
he needs
no,
to cut us a check as much as we talk about this nigga.
To be in our mouths.
Yeah, he does.
Constantly.
Mm-hmm. His name, nothing else.
Exactly. So I didn't even hear you, and I agreed. I hope
okay.
It wasn't disgusting.
No, it wasn't disgusting.
Okay, so he posted on his Instagram stories what was meant to be a thirst trap.
Okay. Was it a thirst trap? Was it taken as a thirst trap? Let's start there.
To most, no. He is in a hotel room, it looks to be.
Okay.
And he just got out of the shower or tub. Okay. The caption says 5 minutes, 5-minute cold plunge for the soul. So he's letting you know I was just wet
and cold,
and I've dried off. Look at me,
wee-wee's shrunken.
Probably,
yeah.
Not good for the brand he's selling, but he is wearing a towel and a towel only, and the towel is very low on the hips.
It sure is. I'm looking at the picture.
Okay, so you're looking at it.
Yeah.
It is so low, in fact, that he definitely had to have shaved because I can see the pelvic area. And if he were to turn around, I think I would be able to see like the tip of where the shadow starts before his crack. Okay. It's low. That's my point.
Our cracks, our low cracks.
Remember when you measured? Okay.
Offline, sis. Offline. 4 inches.
Yikes. Okay. So he is in this towel, and it looks like this still picture was caught from a video of motion because his arm is blurry. It looks like he's moving. Yes, I don't know what he was saying.
Not somebody down below holding the towel up. Go ahead.
Stay. Girl, I'm telling you. I mean, it is so low. I mean, if he does too much moving, it would absolutely fall. Did they safety pin it? What's really going on? I don't know.
Somebody's holding it up by the grace of God.
Let me read you some of the comments people left. Okay. Someone said, you're scared? You should be. Someone said, Drake disgusts me so bad. I hate everything about that man. DL, misogynistic, fake abs, bad music, and duck lips in every photo with the green I'm getting sick emoji.
Not repulsed.
Repulses.
Oh no. Now, are they fake abs? What's good?
That's the consensus.
Oh, really? I mean, he's been pretty buff.
Hang on.
Okay. You see a scar?
I feel like this comment,
You see a scar?
Look at that. No. That is yet to be said. Okay. But I think it's just people like comparing what he looks like in these set of videos or whatever, and maybe what they've seen from him in the past. Okay. I feel like this tweet in particular is too far. You just don't like him, period. So this thirst trap was never going to be for you. So why are you looking at his story?
Oh, you're talking about the first one you just read?
Yeah, the one I just read.
Okay, yeah, it was mean. It was absolutely mean.
It was mean. Yeah. And also, it's just like, if he's not your flavor, this was never for you anyway.
You probably shouldn't be following him either.
Well, I don't think they are. This is on Twitter, and he posted on his Instagram. So it made it over to Twitter, but still, you could just leave well enough alone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's not how the internet works, but yeah.
It's true. Mm-hmm. Okay, somebody else said, why Drake got abs, but his arms look like that? LOL.
What, do they look little? I mean,
in the picture, blurry, though. There's no muscle mass. They're giving
kind
skinny.
of blurry. Okay.
I can see that there's no muscle there.
Okay. What else?
Somebody else said, y'all gonna hate me when I get some Drake abs from Dr. Miami.
Get the fuck out of here. And ask for them specifically. I want my ass to look like Drake.
I want know you Drake abs. Right. Is it a special? Oh, y'all got a Groupon for it? Yeah, give it to me.
Not a Groupon. If you mention Drake's name.
Somebody else said Drake and these tummy tuck abs.
Why are they coming at him so hard though?
I don't know. Okay, this one was really funny to me. Drake having abs but no other muscles reminds me of Jacob Wall doing arm curls exclusively. If you put them together, you would have one regular buff guy.
Not a Mr. Potato Head. Build a nigga. Okay, I just looked up older pictures of him shirtless to compare. Here's my consensus.
Okay.
His tummy has always been thick. In the photo, in his most recent video, it's tight. Like skin is taut. There is no room for nothing else.
I agree with that.
I'm wondering, because if I were to buy abs, they're not going to be this little. They're going to be pop, 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 poppity, pop, pow.
Not going to be Jordan.
Not
abs.
Yeah. So.
No. Stop it, sis. No.
I'm wondering if he got lipo. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like they sucked out every inch of fat around his stomach. And now he's left with skin, bones, and whatever muscle was up under that thickness.
Now, you may be onto something there.
Okay. I don't think he went under the knife and got fucking abs inserted.
I
do not see that. No. Nope. I don't see that. I don't see that for him.
Either way, what they're getting at is he has something done.
And now, guys aren't going to talk about that. They're just not going to.
I mean, it would be admirable if he did.
Yeah, it would, but he's not going to.
Yeah.
So they can clown him further with evidence? What? They tore him to shreds over
but it's
a
almost
video.
It's almost like put the punchline out there yourself so it takes away people's power. If you were just like, yeah, I got... Just like the hairline.
Yeah.
Bro.
Akon.
Who was it? Akon. Yeah.
Well, that was trash, though. This just looks like I've been in the gym.
No, I know. But I mean, when you kind of put the information out there yourself instead of leaving it up to mystery, it just gives people less mileage.
Well, I mean, it kind of goes with like he doesn't have to disclose that. He shouldn't.
No, he doesn't.
He's putting a picture out there of his shirt off. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say. He knew people were going to be trolling, and
he's clearly excited.
He got 1,000 times 5, DMs in the first minute of. Do the math. As soon as he posted this, he got hella DMs about bitches wanting to lick his fake abs. So,
I'm sure. Sure. This is not hurting his
not
numbers at all.
You know, I didn't realize how many people disliked him in that way. I thought people thought he was fine.
You know my thoughts about him. Looks in the looks department.
I know. And I think it's mainly because light-skinned niggas are out of style. Everybody's into the deep chocolate niggas at this point.
It's that, and Degrassi niggas were never in style.
Whoa. Why do we have to bring up Degrassi?
I mean,
that's where he got his start.
Aubrey, your name is Aubrey.
Oh, yeah, it is. Wow. Yeah, it is. It is. Girl, that's terrible. And I feel for him because, I like Drake, so he doesn't bother me a bit. If a nigga walked in with that body, I'm all in. And I'm not even going to second guess. I'm not looking for scars of where you had work done. We finna get it in. So there's that. Okay, moving on.
We're clear on that.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking about this nigga again next week because we can't help ourselves. He gives us plenty of material.
Get a response from him.
Maybe. Yeah, holler at us, Drake. I'm for it. So, I'm one of your 2 fans, the 2 fans that are for it. Afro Man. You remember Afro Man? Mm-hmm. Because I got high. He's running for president. Afro Man is officially running for president. This isn't just him being Kanye talking about he gonna run. He's actually done what he needs to do in order to run. He filed paperwork with the Federal Elections Commission required to run for our nation's highest elected office in 2024 election. Who asked for this?
The fact that that's next year.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It is scary because it's like, well, I don't even know what we're going to do.
Is Joe going to make it anyway?
To 2024 or as the president again?
For the next 4, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to be voted in, to be honest. I think, depending on who he's against, I don't think he'll be voted in again. We can talk about that offline. This ain't a political pod. Okay. Girl, I ain't a political gal. He's named Joseph Afroman Foreman for president. And he's running as an independent, obviously. His big thing is, girl, it's about weed. You already know.
Legalization. Federally.
Yes. His campaign is going to focus on criminal justice reform and federal marijuana legalization. Yeah. Which, that's cute. That's all well and good. But what about the rest of the shit a president has to do?
What he should have been running on was gun control.
Let's go there. But that's clearly not one of his main concerns.
Right. It's the weed.
It's the weed. Yeah.
And he tacked on the other one just for shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles.
Give it some validity.
I mean, let's be honest. He's not going to be elected, but it's just Trump made a mockery out of presidency, becoming president. People just giving celebrities the idea that they could possibly run the country for 4 years and making it look like a joke, because that's really what it was.
Right.
It's infuriating to me. I don't want to see anything else like this. It's a waste of everybody's time, energy, money. I mean, he's running independent and that's cute, but you finna spend your money and not be elected. Now what? Yeah.
His check is going to run out before his name even gets to be on the ticket. He ain't balling like that.
No, I wouldn't think so. Now, will he get
campaigning takes
donations?
A shit ton of money.
It sure does. It sure does. I could see him getting a lot of donations based on our weed heads, but no. The answer is no. Now stop. No. Go do something else. No. If you want to be, make a change, you could even run for something local. Yeah. But being the leader of the free world is just not. No. The answer is no.
My hand is raised.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. It wasn't in the air.
No, that's okay.
That's okay.
I don't think he's doing any of this for real change.
Okay.
This is what I think.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Remember when we talked about, girl, I was going to say Tamara.
Tamar.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Girl, half the name.
Yeah.
When we talked about Tamar and she kept getting into that beef because she was releasing a song and wanted all eyes on her about that.
And she got it.
And got it. Afroman is doing the exact same thing.
Oh.
Because we haven't heard anything.
Nothing.
From him, about him, since because I got high.
And if we did, I wasn't checking for him. So I don't know nothing else. But yeah.
So he must be doing something. Something's in the works because guess what? We talking about him. And everybody who sees that headline is going to be like, what? They're going to click it. They're going to read it. And anything else going forward that they see with his name on it, they're going to click and read that too. So if he comes out with a new project or he's making creating a business or something, we're going to all see it. This is all a hoax. It was all a dream. It's a lie. You lied. He ain't planning on running this country.
I feel like there's so many other ways to do that, but okay.
Oh, it totally is. Yeah, but he thought, I've got an idea. Yeah. It's like.
Well, I guess we're all ears for now, but you about to lose us. So what you got?
Girl, Coachella.
I heard this is who you're. Okay, let me let you speak.
Yeah, geez. Coachella is happening.
Yes.
Weekend 1 has wrapped.
Okay.
And Frank Ocean, not to be confused with Kid Cudi. For you, Jazz. They're not the same person.
No, they're not. You're right.
This is the singer, not the rapper. He was the headliner.
Yes. One of. Mm-hmm.
And didn't go that great. He arrived an hour late. I don't know if that's something that he is known for or what. I had never heard that, but he was late. And then
for one of the biggest shows of your career. Okay.
Right. And he had to abruptly end his performance due to curfew.
What?
Now, I don't know what this curfew business is about. I don't know.
This nigga on house arrest. Go ahead.
Bitch, it better not be.
That's what it's giving.
I didn't even go there. My thought was, is this a festival curfew, or is this like the state of Nevada? Is this something they have put in place? I don't know. Maybe Ashley can tell us. Maybe she can come on and let us know, because I don't know what this pertains to, but it was enforced. And he had to get off the stage. Okay. Well, that wasn't the only thing. There were some complaints about the lighting. I don't know. Lord. I'm sure it was late at night, so I don't know if like the spotlight wasn't really on him and you couldn't see him that well. Mm-hmm. There were frequent pauses between songs, and there were several things on stage that were obstructing your view of him. Mm. Now, how pissed am I?
I'm big
paying
mad.
All this fucking money. He's huge. Late, and then he gets on. I can't half see him because the lights is off.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Then he got to leave.
Then you got to leave early. You would think that with it being a festival, there's no end for real. Like the party goes on until the party ends. We're in the desert,
right?
You know, I don't see that.
That does seem like that would be the vibe. Like,
yeah. Now, if there is an end, I could see if somebody was coming after him or something like that. But he's the headliner, so he lasts. Mm-hmm. And he started late, so yeah, maybe that made things go off. But still, no. I read something about him hurting his ankle.
Yeah, I was about to get there.
Oh, my bad.
Mm. The other issue was because he was late, the performance couldn't be streamed on YouTube. It was supposed to be live streamed.
No.
So
that's terrible.
Couldn't even see it from far. They did say that he sounded great.
Okay. I would hope so.
Oh, I mean, with all of these mishaps.
Yeah. Give us something.
Never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did sound good. So that was a plus. Mm-hmm. Well, he injured his left leg on the grounds. And at the doctor's orders, they were preventing him from continuing to headline.
I'm done. I literally cannot. I can't.
He has 2 fractures and a sprain in his left leg.
How did he hurt himself?
What the fuck did he step on?
Yeah.
Don't know.
If I got to get up there in a wheelchair, I'm showing up.
The doctor said, no. Okay, girl, listen to this, though.
There's more?
This is going to blow you backwards.
Okay. Not backwards. What?
Backwards. Girl, so they had to find a last-minute replacement.
That you'll never guess. I do not want that.
You will never guess who.
Let me take a guess.
Blink 182.
Did they think that they were the one and the same?
How mad? I'm thinking I'm about to see Frank Ocean.
And Blink 182 shows up.
We're not even the same crowd.
No, you're correct. I would be so pissed. And I want my money back.
Huh?
And I want my fucking money back.
This is the Coachella from hell.
From hell.
Girl, I was like, wait. And so it was crazy because this was Frank Ocean's first live performance in 6 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and he took a long hiatus.
Well, no, because he was scheduled to be the headliner of Coachella in 2020, but COVID.
Oh.
So that was canceled.
Not this being your second chance and you blew it. Completely.
Girl, everybody involved blew it. Frank being late, his driver, whoever he was, girl, the stage hands, everybody fucking was
fired. I'm getting rid of all you niggas. Replaced with Blink 182. And the fact that Blink 182 was literally sitting around.
Girl, sitting around like,
yeah, we'll take it.
I mean, it's like,
I'm sure they were already on the roster, but.
Yeah, no, they were already on the bus waiting, gassed up.
I'm sure they were already there. They were already there.
I don't know if they were or not.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because you got to rehearse.
The whole band, instruments included. So shut up.
They went down the line. Can you headline? Are you prepared to headline? And Blink-182 was the first one to say
yes. Yeah, girl, a mess.
They have a lot of fans. It's just I'm not there to see Blink-182, period.
Never.
Speaking of Coachella, did you see anything? This made me giggle at first, and then I was like, oh, okay. Lotto? No. You see anything about Lotto? Okay, great. Okay. Well, Lotto performed at Coachella. Okay. Y'all know who Lotto is. Big Energy rapper. She had beef with Nicki Minaj. Remember that? We talked about that several episodes ago. Well, she performed on Sunday, and she posted pictures. She tweeted pictures from her performance. She dubbed it Lottochella. I don't think anybody can do that but Bae.
Now wait.
I don't know. I was just like, well, that's a bit much. That's the caption she put with the picture.
Okay.
The crowd, I saw a short video of her performing, and the crowd was into it. Okay. It was a lot of people. Of course, it's Coachella. So somebody. Okay, so she posted she posted pictures of her and her like on stage, but with her outfit on. She looked cute. And then she posted a picture of her in the middle of the stage from back behind her. Somebody's taking a picture behind her.
Okay. To see
and the crowd is everywhere. A Nicki Minaj fan decided to zoom in on the picture and realized that the picture was photoshopped. There is somebody in the crowd that is doing something with their hand, maybe had their phone or taking a picture or something like that. Girl, it's copied, and he's right over here in the picture as well. So like he's here and then he's down here. And somebody zoomed in on the picture and was like, this bitch is photoshopped.
Stop it.
And they said photoshopping your fans is a new low.
Why would you even do this?
Well, she responded. Before she responded, though, some guy, it's a white guy. I don't know who this guy is. It says Hawks is his name. But he said 99% sure what happened is the photographer didn't frame her in the middle of the shot. So to better align her, he used content-aware fill in Photoshop to extend the right side of the photo a little more. It's not like there weren't people right there anyways, which is true because she ended up seeing this and posted a video like, don't play. I had the crowd and it was packed. Like, I don't need to Photoshop an audience. I had the audience.
And why would she Photoshop anything? She's not going to be the one. Okay. Like, she's not
correct
doing that. Yeah.
Which is what this guy said. He said everything outside this red box. He put a red box around the picture. He said everything outside of this red box is Photoshop content aware filled. Again, just the photographer wanting the shot to be framed differently. Crowd only got like 5% bigger. And she sure as hell wasn't the one on Photoshop doing it. Laughing my fucking ass off.
Right.
So that was cool that he came to her defense because I get it. The aesthetic, like the photographer wanted it to look a certain way. Obviously, he didn't take the proper shot, but he wanted this photo of her. And so he just filled it in and didn't check.
Didn't expect somebody to zoom.
Because who has the time? Who has the time?
Girl, so, I thought you were going to say something like, in the reflection of the phone, it's a totally different artist.
Oh, no. That would be trash. Okay. No. Nothing that major. Okay. Lotto ended up responding and she posted a video. I think this is the video that I saw. She was like, never Photoshopped a crowd, left my ass off. I expanded it so it would fit in my Instagram swipe without getting cut off. But it was clearly fucked up. So I didn't end up using it. And it just posted the wrong version by accident on Twitter, babes. Next.
I don't even feel like that explanation was needed.
I don't either, especially, I mean, who else is going to see that guy's response? I mean, I would probably say something because to Photoshop your audience looks really pathetic.
Yeah.
But I mean, clearly,
I probably would have said like, I would never even need to do that, but
correct.
Nice
Correct.
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted, laughing my fucking ass off. Whoever noticed this is a real hard hater. and they are, but they're Nicki fans. So they are already against her. So they're looking for everything.
Is it in their name or something?
No. It's just whoever posted this article was like, it was a Nicki fan.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. She also took some digs at Nicki Minaj while on stage. She didn't say her name, but she definitely ended the show by saying she thought I would kiss her ass. She must ain't took her meds. And then she said, before she left the stage, we tired of the subtweets this year, bitch. Let me know. So we'll see where that goes.
I don't think she needs to reignite it. She was the one who said she put it to bed.
Well,
she woke it back up.
I'm back up.
Shaking baby.
I'm awake.
You woke
and I'm here.
Up, what? Okay, so speaking of Lotto.
Okay.
Having too many people's name in her mouth.
Oh, no, I saw this.
You did? Okay. Mm-hmm. Coi Leray, Benzino's daughter. Yeah. Lotto released a new song called Put It On The Flow. No, it's Put It On The Floor, which hate that. Just do THE and let's move on. Yeah. Okay. And she mentioned Coi Leray in a lyric.
Okay.
The lyric was smoking on that gas blunt, biggest Coi Leray. Bitches like to run they mouth, but I'm the type to run a fade.
Okay.
So the lyric, I guess, can be interpreted as I smoke, a really fat blunt, but obviously Coi Leray's not fat, but basically saying her body is big as the blunt.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Could she have used something else as a unit of measurement? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And Coi Leray did not like this line.
Okay.
And she responded on Twitter.
Okay.
So in a series of tweets.
Yes.
So she says, Lotto, bye. And she has the sleeping ZZZ emoji.
Uh-huh.
Here you go talking about my body. Please do not come on here and talk about nobody's body. Like, seriously. Out of all things, laughing my ass off. Y'all, you blunt my size. This shit's never ending. I took out some of the nonsense.
That's all right.
Sorry. Okay. And then she went on to say, these bitches want to be like niggas so bad. Y'all want to have rap beef so bad. And a whole bunch of crying, laughing emojis, which that's what it's looking like, because she put her beef with Nicki Minaj to bed, woke it back up. Now, what's what? Anybody that's talking about my body wants my body, like, real bad.
I don't know about that.
She's going a little hard.
No, slow your roll. I was there with you in the beginning.
Okay.
No.
And then I think this was the last thing she said. Yes. If you don't like me, support me, or fuck with me, don't mention my name, period. Shit doesn't make sense. I don't know none of you bitches in real life. Stay in y'all lane and leave me out of the bullshit. I be minding my business and showing real love offline.
Okay. I can understand that. That I can respect.
That part I appreciate.
Yes.
But
her saying anybody that talks about her body wants her body. No. I'm sure. Are you done?
Yeah.
I am sure that she is sick and tired of people commenting on her body, because I know she gets it a lot. I'm sure she's very petite, very tiny, and she may be a bit insecure about it. Who knows? Especially when you in an industry with nothing but big booty bitches. Seriously.
Right.
She's probably the only thing out here with everything real. Tiny. Itty bitty titty committee.
Now you making fun.
Is that making fun?
A little, yeah. I would say that being the case, why wouldn't you choose somebody who is thick to emphasize how big your blunt is?
Because it's more comparable for somebody tiny. She's tiny as a person, but as a blunt, she's huge.
Okay.
Like in comparison, or otherwise she could have said herself, but that don't make no sense. I get where she was going with it, and would I have felt offended? Oh, I don't know, but maybe if I was already tired of hearing about people talking about my body. Maybe.
Right. If this was the first thing that someone said about her, maybe she wouldn't have taken it so harshly.
She's sick and tired of people bringing her
But
up.
if multiple people are saying things about her on a regular basis, she's like, all right, enough. I'm using this as my example. Stop it. Don't talk about me anymore if we don't talk about it.
She actually tweeted again today.
Oh, saying what?
It said, she tweeted, maybe I overreacted. I don't know. End of the day, don't say my name for clicks and likes, especially if we don't speak or communicate. I'm not a big blunt, small blunt. Don't compare me to nada. Mention bitches you actually beef with. Put it on the floor, but leave me out of the BS. Then she said, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Y'all don't be knowing the half of the shit that goes on in this shit. But the main goal is icon shit. If it don't make me rich or a better person, stay away. That's what she put. So I'm sure people came at her like, girl, you overreacting. And maybe after sleeping on it, she does feel like she overreacted.
Maybe.
But that's how she felt in the moment. And she's entitled to that.
Yeah.
Especially when she's like, you using my name, but we not even cool like that.
Yeah.
So...
yeah.
Okay. Is it Love is Blind time?
Yes.
Let's dive into that because I know people are going to be wanting to hear. Spoiler alert: we are going to talk about Love is Blind.
Yeah.
There may be
if you ain't seen it already, you don't plan to.
If you
period.
Well, I mean, some people do. Look at me in Snowfall.
No, it's been spoiled all online. But
Once I watch Snowfall, we'll talk about it. We don't have to spend long on it. I just want to hear your thoughts. Okay. What you got? Should we go couple by couple?
Yes, I have them written down. Okay. Kwame, aka Alex, bitch, and Chelsea.
What the fuck was that? What are your thoughts?
The fact that he was like, oh, yeah, I'm doing an experiment. Love is blind. But are you white? I mean, it was like...
Did he say that?
No, but that was what his actions were saying. Like he was going to end up with a white girl, period. He was not going to choose anything but white.
Mm-hmm. Well, his voice, I mean, all you're hearing is their voice in these pods. And his voice gives off white. And so he was like, I hope that's what I'm getting back. You can tell when these girls talk. If they're black, they're black. If they're white, they're white. You can tell.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Love
saying.
ain't that blind.
That was his goal. She gotta be white.
Who was the other girl that he was into, though?
Girl.
The other white girl.
Micah.
The buck teeth girl, yeah.
Yeah. He was going to end up with one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I will say his poolside chat with Micah was
so inappropriate.
So out of line.
Yeah, it was.
For both couples.
Yes.
Micah was with Paul, the curly haired guy.
He was a cute little nerd.
I thought he was cute too. Yeah. Super cute. Mm-hmm. And an intellectual. I don't know how they were together. Okay.
I don't either. Ahead. Yeah.
I think that poolside chat was a mess. And if I would have saw that, if I was Chelsea, which was who Kwame married, if I was with Chelsea and I saw that poolside chat, I'd be like, now look here, what? Explain to me what's going on here.
Yeah.
She was touched in the moment, but actually hearing what they were saying and the giggles and the flirty eyes.
And she mentioned it in the reunion that it was inappropriate, but he responded well in the reunion in response to that. He did handled it He made his apology 3 ways. And now, did she script it for him? Oh, I don't know. And had this nigga practicing on the car ride there. I don't know. But it seemed genuine. And what he said, I could appreciate. So they clearly worked through this. So, okay.
I'm sure it was tussling before.
Because we fighting. One thing. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that he definitely made her feel confident. Because that bitch confidence was out of this world.
Yeah.
To be looking like a witch. Am I lying? She looked like a little witch.
No.
Okay.
It's her nose and the lips.
And the teeth.
Okay. He speaks well. And he expresses his emotions extremely well.
Yes.
Which I liked. I really loved that about him.
I did too.
Especially like explaining his concerns to Chelsea about him being the only one who's sacrificing for the relationship.
And that was true.
Yep. And the way that he explained it, she was just like, okay, I get that. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'm willing to do it, but I'm just letting you know where I'm at.
They both communicated well.
Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. Girl, get into this photo shoot. Calvin Klein.
What the fuck was that about? It was so strange. It was so strange. And y'all doing this in front of the world. And she just really thought it was just...
Not this being your dream since you were a little girl.
Not your dream. And then him, I'm going to make this happen for her. It was just so lame. And then you're doing an underwear photo shoot, but there is not a single sexy bit of lingerie involved. It's Calvin Klein. And Tracy looked at me like, are they getting paid for this? Like, what's good? Y'all sponsored by Calvin Klein?
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. And then the fact that she said that there are walls in their home waiting for these pictures.
I was like,
save this for y'all's bedroom and y'all bedroom only.
Please.
What?
Ew.
Okay. The one thing I will say that I was just so delighted about with the Kwame, his sister.
Oh, I loved her. And so did America, clearly.
I loved her. And the way that she embraced Chelsea and made her feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, now this I can get behind.
Yes. I feel bad for the mom. Am I shocked? No. She seems like a true African mom. She wants her son to marry an African woman. I get that. Mm-hmm. And so I could see why it would take time for her to come around. Not only did you do this in 2 months, but then it's a white bitch too. Mm-hmm. Oh no, you throwing too many daggers at me, but I'm glad it came together in the end.
Too many things like
for me to accept.
Yeah.
No,
I'm with you. Yeah.
Who else?
I'm glad that it did work out.
Okay. How weird was? Oh, you got a list? Girl, okay. I was about to say, how weird was Zach? Go ahead.
We could jump to Zach. Okay. Zach started with Irina and then ended up with Bliss.
I hated Irina with every fiber of my being.
Jasmine, the way that she was trying to make fun of the way Zach looked, and she was over here looking like a cartoon character herself.
Crater face. Now stop.
The crater.
And you was bullied for this.
And she was saying she was self-conscious about that.
Mm-hmm. And she
then pointed the finger and made fun of everybody up in
Yes.
Her and Micah.
Yes.
And guess who ended up alone? Y'all two bitches. Y'all the only ones who didn't end up with nobody.
And I'm wondering, after old boy saw Micah and how she really was on the show with the other girls, if he felt like, ooh, I'm glad I did what I did.
I think so.
He didn't want her anyway. I think he was attracted to her, sure. Yeah. And I think he liked her because he said he would miss her. But when he really looked at marriage like lifelong, no.
He's a very logical person.
Yeah.
And
analytical.
He was just like, does this have longevity? It does not.
No.
This is a fling.
No. I don't see her as a great mom. Time. No.
Fling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Micah, I couldn't take her too seriously anyway, just because of the way she just looked goofy. But,
it's buck teeth.
The teeth were bothering me.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Bad. And then her chin was giving moon. Crescent moon.
Oh, no.
Girl, back to Zach. He and Bliss are the same kind of weird.
They are, and it's perfect.
It's beautiful.
I didn't realize how weird he was. I don't think anybody realized how weird he was until we saw him staring at Irina with this death stare. But then when you saw them out together and how Irina cringed at every little thing he did, and then how Bliss was like, I just think it's so cute. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, they're perfect.
Perfect for each other.
They're perfect.
Girl. Exactly.
So I was
very, very happy that he decided to pursue Bliss, even though the show had wrapped. And his explanation with with Bliss's mom and sisters, like his explanation of like, okay, I thought I was doing the right thing. I made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
And I realized it, and I was like, I gotta try.
Yeah.
Got to.
Yeah.
And the mom was amazing.
Oh my God, that type of love. I was just in awe at her love for her daughters. You could just tell they're so close. Her daddy got on my fucking nerves, but
same. And the people online were like, no wonder they broke up. they weren't together.
Yeah, I couldn't even see those two together.
How were they ever? How did they even have each other's phone number? What's going on?
Who else is on your list?
Marshall, Jackie, and Josh.
Marshall. Oh God, Jackie and Josh. Okay, cauliflower ear, poofy hair,
and giving you know who vibes, personality wise.
Who? Josh? You talking about?
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna do the monkey over my mouth?
No. Well, I'll do the monkey over your mouth.
Bitch,
girl, don't even have to blank that out. Oh boy,
his personality was so extra at that party.
Yeah, you're right.
I was just like, oh yeah,
girl. I was like, who is he?
And she was like, immediately turned on by this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he did say, because he does wrestle or whatever, fuck.
Yes,
said he was cutting weight during that party. And then, so he wasn't eating a whole bunch.
That's what she was talking about. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. So
he was drunk.
So he was drunk way too quick. And that's where the silliness. But he came in like that. So I don't know if he was drinking beforehand.
Maybe.
Girl, whatever the case.
Yeah.
He was basically like, I watched it back and I was like, what the fuck was I on? So Jackie, he did explain a little bit of that, but.
Jackie is the type of girl who needs that toxic love. Yes. I want fighting. I want to make up sex. Around. I want slap me. And then I'm going to yell at you for slapping me. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to slap you back. I mean, I don't have time for that.
Now, who was she talking to in the pods? Because Marshall never gave that off. If that's what you wanted, he was never giving you that.
No.
And you knew that.
No. Correct.
So why you just didn't pick Josh from the get?
Marshall. Is he sweet, sis? I'm asking. No, he's very sensitive.
He is very sensitive.
Too sensitive.
You think?
Yes. For me? Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he's too sensitive.
You would run all over that man. You would run all over him. All that talking he wants to do, I don't have it in me. No, the answer's no.
Where he was forcing it, and I understand where he was going with that.
Me too,
like,
but
don't go to bed angry.
Much.
But okay, there's several things happening here.
Okay,
Marshall, I like. Am I attracted to him physically? No. But his like spirit and personality, yeah, I could have seen it.
Okay,
but as many times as they've gotten into arguments and she's, blown him off, not letting him say his piece or not really them solving anything. Yeah. He was like, no, this moment right here, this is make or break for us. We need to solve it or it ain't gonna happen.
Unless he just constantly did that, which I could see him doing that too.
Okay.
He just seems like the type that wants to like delve into something and don't want to let it go.
That would annoy me, but same. I would be able to, because I'm an adult, would be able to explain like, hey, I actually just kind of need a moment to process.
Yes.
And then we can come back.
She was already sick and tired of him at that point. So,
but she could have said it from the beginning. She didn't. She's not a good communicator at all.
They talked about a text message that was released. Did you read the text message? Mm-mm. So she was in a group chat with her friends, I guess, group text or something. And she was talking about Marshall.
Okay.
And she was talking about how sweet he was. And yeah, she said that he used to twerk on the bed.
What?
He used to stand on the bed and twerk. Wait. Being silly, I guess.
Okay.
But she was like,
she didn't like it. That's
no. She already probably thought, oh no, he's a little too sweet for me. And then he started twerking on the bed, and she was like, I've had enough. Girl, she said he was standing on the bed and would twerk.
Like how? I need
like a playful twerk. Yes. Okay, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like, I need to know from her though.
Well, you're not going to get that.
What is this twerk doing? What's it looking like?
Of? I don't want to see my man on the bed twerking nothing. Never. It's funny if they're like joking, but I mean, you're already borderline, so I don't need any I don't need any other indication.
We gonna wrap this up if you keep. Sis.
Who else? Brett and speaking of sweet, Brett and Jessica. I would not be surprised if in 10 years. I would not be surprised if in 10 years he was like, I'm in love with a man.
Jasmine, I never got that.
I said it the whole season. Tracy also disagreed.
I don't.
There was something, and when he threw that tantrum at the wedding about them pants, I was like, see?
Oh,
see?
Now that was a weird moment.
It was very weird.
I do agree that he should feel and look his best at his wedding. It's the only one he's gonna get, and he is very, very serious about his fashion and the way he presents himself.
You bet. And he threw an absolute fit.
That you bet was too judgy, sis.
He threw a fit. It wasn't like I really want to get these pants. He got into it with his brother over them pants.
It was a fit.
Girl, the suit didn't even come together like he wanted it to. It looked terrible and cheap. And then wanting to be in white too as well. I don't want to wear white. It's my wedding.
That
Sit down.
Now that got me.
Jessica, I'm telling you.
Wearing white got me.
Jess, I'm telling you.
I don't get that from him. Okay. But I was concerned when he had that little fit over the outfit. I was like, is this how he behaves in stressful situations? I hope Tiffany doesn't run into this with him.
She'll be kind. She's gentle and
yes, but if he's flipping out like that over something he can absolutely control, he went himself to the tailor. So no one's stopping you from going. Just walk out the door like, I'm about to get these tailored. I want them to look right.
Yeah.
You know, if that's the way he's going to respond in a stressful situation and you're not expecting it, that would be a hard pill to swallow for me personally. Okay. I would be like,
I can see that.
And I hope that this doesn't happen with him and Tiffany, because Tiffany's not going to, I don't know if she'll be able to respond in the way it probably should be.
I think she's calming to him. And so she could probably tell him like, no, wait a minute. Calm down. You know, you look good. You know, she could bring it home. She could help calm him down for sure. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, the last thing we'll say is this reunion.
What were your thoughts? Girl, it was supposed to be live. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Bitch, what is girl, what's the host Nick and Vanessa? What the fuck was Vanessa on begging everybody to fuck on stage and have babies? I am so confused.
Because they're competing with The Bachelor. And The Bachelor have successful relationships, marriages, and Bachelor babies.
Not asking each couple one by one, y'all fucking. Did you seal the deal?
It's funny that you say that.
In the condom?
Because before I watched the reunion, I saw Kev on stage put something on Instagram, and he was like, who would have been better hosts than Vanessa? You saw this? Procter and Gamble, Ben and Jerry's. Literally, I mean, he said anybody.
Combo.
And as I was watching, I felt like it kind of influenced my thoughts about them being hosts. But they didn't bother me as hosts at all. That was a little weird.
They bothered me heavy.
I like them as a couple though. Nick and Vanessa. Couple too. They're cute.
Doesn't mean they need to host the show. People are calling for new hosts.
Oh no. Well, I don't want them to lose their jobs. I just think that they had so much going on that day with the live and stuff not working. They were just thrown off, and who knows how long they were all sitting there ready and they ain't been talking. So it's like, we got to make up for this. Yeah. Everybody's judging. You know, I watch all the Bravo shows pretty much, the Housewives and stuff. Andy Cohen got the reunion game on lock, period. Mm-hmm. He asks the right questions. It flows. He takes breaks when they need to. He cuts people off when it's going too long. This man has it in the bag. So when I see other people do reunions, and it's literally any other reunion that I see, it's just like, I never expect much.
I 100% agree. Andy should have stepped in, interrupted his busy schedule to step in and host this. He would have done a better job not even seeing the show.
Yeah, he would have.
They were a mess.
They were.
Nick
I think we need to
said 2-3 words.
Yeah, he didn't say much at all. No, he didn't. We need to go ahead and get to some drive-by gossip.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Spitfire. We'll make these quick with Spitfire because we still have our guests later. Okay. Designer. It's funny. It's not funny. We talked about him last week. What happened to him is not funny, but it's crazy that he now comes up after literally just brought him up last week. Right. Designer, the rapper. He exposed himself on an airplane and he is now seeking mental help. Mm-hmm. He was on he was out of the country and he was not feeling well. So he was given medication. Then he got on an international flight to come back to the United States. And the plane stopped in Thailand and Tokyo. During the flight, he exposed himself and a flight attendant got onto him about it. Once he got off the plane, they landed in Minneapolis. He was met by cops, questioned, and eventually he was released. So they said, like, I guess you can go ahead and go. I think he once at that point realized I need help. And he put out a statement. I'll read the statement for y'all. He said, for the past few months, I have not been okay. And I have been struggling to come to terms with what is going on. While overseas for a concert I performed at, I had to be admitted to a hospital. I was not thinking clearly. They gave me meds and I had to hop on a plane back home. I am ashamed of my actions that happened on the plane. I landed back to the States and I am admitting myself in a facility to help me. I will be canceling all of my shows and obligations until further notice. Mental health is real, guys. Please pray for me. If you're not feeling like yourself, please get help.
Oh, geez. Mm-hmm. I'm glad he put that statement out, though.
I am too, because it's kind of like, and it kind of makes you realize like, oh, okay, all the things that he was doing weird that led up to this. Like him saying that he was retiring from rap when Takeoff died. He got on like really emotional in this video and he's quit. And then he came back like shortly after with a new song and a video. Girl, it was just like,
so right. It's questionable moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thoughts are with him. I mean, obviously he's not doing well mentally, but he realizes it and he's getting help. So that's good.
Right. Mm. Oh, geez. Mm-hmm. Okay. Young Miami, aka Carisha. Carisha, please. She told The Cut that her and Diddy are no longer in a relationship.
I heard this.
Okay. She said, we're still friends. We're still friends. Girl, I saw her acting on something else. I'm sorry.
Something else? What?
Girl, she played a very minute role on Grownish. An episode of Grownish, and she was like a musical artist or whatever.
Okay.
She had like 2 lines.
Okay.
Jasmine, I gave up on Grownish. Okay, that is not even what this is about.
I told you.
It got cornball on me.
Duh, it's been cornball.
No, it hasn't. What? It's changed because of the casting, and they're getting too much into the unrealistic tropes. Okay. She said, we're still friends. We're still good friends, but we're single. That's not my man. Okay. They dated for a little bit over a year, and she did also confirm that they were in an open relationship and they were able to see whoever they wanted to freely.
She mentioned that before.
Yeah. And that she just let the internet call them whatever they wanted to.
Who didn't see this coming when he had this baby? Oh, okay. I knew this was going to happen. I've said it before. I'll say it again. She wanted to be with that nigga. And he was like, I don't want to be tied down, sweetie.
I think so.
Yeah. She was all about him. We've never seen her out with anybody else. And then we see him going on trips with other bitches. And then this baby comes around and then they get into a fight and then they're back together. And now they're having an open relationship, although they were never saying before that they had an open relationship.
I think it was clear that it was open. That's what she's saying.
It wasn't clear because we'd never seen her with anyone.
I thought it was clear on his end for sure. Whether on hers or not, it was too messy for it to not be a consensual situation.
Well, remember her fans being concerned for her mental health and stuff like that. I mean, it was just, everything seemed like it was on his terms. And
so, I would agree with that.
And now they're no longer together. Why?
Yeah.
Because of this baby. That's why.
Probably. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
Yeah. All right. This was funny to me based on who it is.
I'm ready.
Also pitiful. Trick Daddy. I know we have our thoughts on him personally, about his personality. But this is about his teeth. You know, he's got all the gold teeth in his mouth. And he has had them for years. Well,
where you headed with this? I'm disgusted.
Huh?
I said, where you heading with this? I'm disgusted.
Well, it's about his teeth. He got them upgraded. He's had these gold teeth in his mouth for 30 years.
Huh?
30 years.
Never taken them out?
They couldn't be taken out. They're like caps, gold caps on his teeth. Yeah, it's not a grill. These were his teeth. So he got his teeth redone at 5 Star Smiles, if anybody wants to go.
Okay.
And he only got half of them done. He's supposed to get the other half done within, it's like a 2-month process, because you can't do somebody's entire mouth in one sitting. I mean, maybe you can. I'm sure it's painful. Girl, they show before and after shots of his teeth. Talk about gum disease. It looks disgusting. The before looks absolutely disgusting. Do you want to see it?
Like, is it his real teeth?
Jessica, yes. And they have caps on them. The gold caps.
No, I know. Is it just his teeth without the caps?
No. They've given him veneers. No, they've given him veneers. Oh, yeah. The gold caps are still on the teeth.
Okay.
But they were spaced. Okay. So he has refused to go to the dentist in 15 years.
No kidding.
For 15 years, he refused to go to the dentist. So he's finally going and getting them done.
Let me see him.
Bitch, it looked like he has not had his teeth
neglected.
Look it up, because I can't show you. We're not on the phone. Just look up Trick Daddy's teeth. It was on TMZ where I saw it. So they did.
Somebody already.
His top row is done. And yes, they do look a lot better. I mean, now I don't see his whole face. Actually, I do see his face, but he's smiling like this.
Yeah, girl.
So you can't really see them.
Is he wearing makeup?
That's the other point I was going to bring up.
Oh my God.
He's powdered to all hell. Cake face, if you will. Yeah, he's absolutely wearing makeup. And I've seen him like this before. And I think it's because his skin is so bad. Doesn't he have lupus or something? I don't know. I think it's lupus. So he is ill. But girl, they showed a picture from way back in the day, 2001, of him smiling with his gold in his mouth, and he had braids. Girl, he was cute. Giving straight up hood nigga, but cute. And now... and then they saved the gold teeth. They show, like, the dentist took a picture with the teeth, the gold teeth in a bag, the root of the teeth and everything included. Girl, gag me. He spent $60,000 so far on his treatment.
Jasmine, his breath
has got to be
kicking
yuck mouth
back.
Yeah, you know it was. Yeah. So he won't have the final result until about 2 months, but he's got half his teeth done as of right now. Girl, these teeth are spaced.
Jasmine, I don't want to hear or see this again.
The bottom teeth were like stumps. I do not understand what was going on in his mouth. And then then they're not even like, there's 4 teeth in the middle that are all gold, and then one fang was gold, but the other fang wasn't gold.
Well,
then the receding gum lines. It's just like, I don't want to hear nothing else from Trick Daddy about nobody else. Period. We've seen the inside of your mouth. That's all I need to see. Moving right along.
I'm disgusted.
I know you are. So I'm like,
I knew it had to do with the funk that was in that mouth. I knew that's where it was headed.
I'm sorry. I'm so
sorry.
The
makeup took me over the edge.
Yeah, the makeup. I was like, he's wearing makeup. It's clear. And the wrong color.
Wrong shade.
Yeah.
Okay. Monique. Don't wear your bonnets in public, baby. Monique.
What now?
She is suing Paramount and CBS.
Okay.
Citing the adjustments to her percentage citing the lack of adjustments to her percentage of pay for the Parkers.
Oh, we're the podcast. Dang, mama.
Okay. She was due to receive a 2.5% adjustment to her gross receipt and has not received it.
2.5%?
That's what it says.
All right. I mean, I want my money too, but okay, go ahead.
I mean, but that probably adds up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. 2.5 just don't sound like a lot, but
yeah, no, it doesn't. But she says she's owed millions, so girl, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Due to the show being packaged for cable, UPN was able to pay the below market fee to distribute the show. The show ran on UPN from 1999 to 2004.
Interesting. Okay.
So she said they owe me. Let's get it.
Give me my money. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did y'all see anything about the Twitter blue check, blah, 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 blah? Well, we talked about it a while ago. About the blue check and how he wanted people to pay a monthly Elon Musk.
Charge people.
Yeah, he wanted to charge people so that what were the benefits? Let me tell you the benefits of having the blue check. For starters, they'd be paying to keep their blue check mark, but you also get uploading longer videos, making longer tweets, and editing tweets. That's basic as fuck.
And nobody cares.
There was almost like a boycott to where celebrities were just like, we're not paying that. Even if it's the girl, I've seen different amounts, $11 a month. I saw $8 a month. I saw tiers. A coupon code for $7 a month off the $8. Yeah. Oh, so different tiers. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, celebrities can obviously afford it, but they're like, no, I shouldn't have to. I don't want to. Now, there were some people. So let me tell you some people that actually lost their blue check mark.
Okay.
No, those are the people that do. Let me read you the people that do for now.
Okay.
Since I got them right in front of me. Taylor Swift, who cares? Khloe Kardashian, Ryan Reynolds, even Soulja Boy and The Weeknd. Soulja Boy has to. He has to keep his. Nobody's checking for him otherwise. He's got to keep his blue check mark. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Nick Carter, LL Cool J, OJ Simpson, Sia, John Cena. They all are shelling out the dough to keep their blue check mark.
Okay.
There were several celebrities, I'd say a lot of them, that didn't. Beyonce,
like,
Lady Gaga. Girl, Beyonce lost her blue check mark.
Imagine.
And then there were some people who said they weren't going to pay that still had a blue check mark. Mm-hmm. LeBron James, Stephen King. And it's because Elon Musk said that he was going to cover theirs. Like
which is trash.
You're welcome. Giving you one of those, you're welcome. Giving one of those. They're like,
but how do you pick and choose which celebrities you feel like, oh, I'm going to sponsor you, but you got to buy your own?
Yeah. Oh,
you should have just let it be what it already was. This is stupid.
This is all to keep, because they're like running out of money and they ain't got no damn employees. This is to keep the doors open, sis. They need this.
Girl, bitch, close them, to be honest.
So if you see that your favorite celebrities on Twitter do not have a check mark, doesn't mean that it's not them.
But how will you know?
If they have millions of followers, it's probably them. Stupid. Okay, so this is an update.
Okay.
Y'all remember we talked about Drake Bell from Drake and Josh?
Yes, I've been waiting
how
on
weird that
an
shit
update
was
from this.
Huh?
I've been waiting.
Good.
For an update.
Well, I got one for you.
Okay, give it here.
Girl, he's threatening suicide. People are clowning him online.
What?
They're trolling him. They're calling him a sex offender. And because of all this that's come back up with him going missing. If y'all don't know what's going on with Drake Bell, go to our last episode and listen. We talked about it. He's at his breaking point, sis. People are calling him a pedophile. But his reaction to it is what's giving me like Drake and Josh. He tweeted to somebody that called him a sex offender and a pedophile. He said, "No, I'm not. You're going to kill me." That was his tweet. Somebody else said, "Let's not forget he's a pedo, Then somebody else said, he's not though. And then Drake responded to that and said, do a second of research. This is what I have to live with every day. They are literally going to kill me. Blood's on their hands. No. I literally
not
can't.
The cliches.
It's giving, I hate you, Mom. Get out of my room. That's what it's giving. It's like, no, I get it. Like, okay,
the dramatics of it.
He's not an actual registered sex offender. So you don't want people saying that. Where is your PR team? You need them desperately.
Now that is a good point.
Yes.
Why his PR team needs to be working overtime,
round the clock,
working since last week,
round the clock
to cut down on these tweets even surfacing.
Yes,
like to, what do you call it? Wipe the press or whatever.
Yeah, something. Do something.
Girl.
Shit. To add insult to injury.
Yeah.
His estranged wife, Janet, filed for divorce on Thursday. And he didn't find out from her. He found out through TMZ. He tweeted, he had the blue check mark at this time. I found out my wife filed for divorce from TMZ. Check out my new song. His new song is called Going Away. I did not listen to the song. I don't know if it's a sarcastic, play on him, like taking himself out. I don't know.
Jasmine, that's his suicide letter right there. It sounds all bad.
It does.
Now, does some of it sound self-inflicted? Yeah. Which is still unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you need to get yourself some help, honey.
Yes.
What are we supposed to do?
Nothing.
There's nothing we can do.
No.
We could be more caring online. That I'll say. That's something we can do. Be
and
more
on
caring
podcasts.
Online. Well.
Yeah. I'm talking to you, Ms. Girl.
Oh. I didn't say nothing bad about it.
I know. I'm talking about me. Go ahead. What you got?
Okay. Now, this is an update, and it's sad. I'm sorry.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember Aaron Carter when he passed?
Oh, yeah.
In a bathtub?
Yes.
Well, the cause of death was announced. So I'm just going to drop it here and we're going to move on.
Okay.
He did have a drug problem in the past. Mm-hmm. And I think that he went to rehab at some point and he was doing better. But then family and friends were like, I think he's back on. Mm-hmm. So his cause of death was due to drowning in the bathtub. But they think it was accidental. Because he was using a combination of Xanax, which relaxes you, bitch. And he was also huffing aerosol cans.
Oh, God.
So the mix of the two, I guess, kind of put him in like a stupor. But he was in the tub. And so he just slumped down in the tub and then couldn't breathe. So.
Oh, God. I remember when I heard about huffing years ago. It scared me.
It's scary. Yeah.
The thought of it, of people doing that to themselves and it freezing your brain for however much time or whatever. But that's just scary.
It is. Very.
Oh, my. That's
Sorry about that.
Fortunate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, another bit of bad news. Jonathan Majors, girl, his talent manager, left him. They parted ways. He was like, let me jump ship before this goes under, before we deep dive. He's gone.
Oh, no. His career was ruined, sis.
That's what it's giving. And I hate that all this is happening for something that's not proven, but those text messages were also not help. They didn't help. They were damaging. So I don't know what the fuck.
What text messages?
Remember when him and his lawyer kept saying like, we'll prove that he did not put his hands on a woman. Girl, did you know she was white?
No.
She was white. And then I ended up seeing something about her. They had pictures of her in a bar after the alleged attack. I can't.
Well, it's several women at this point coming out.
Yes, so. yes. And I understand that. But the one specific girl that we're talking about, she was in a bar. But yeah, the text messages they released between the two of them, she was basically like, I promise I won't say anything. I told the police officer that you did not put your hands on me, blah, blah, blah. They were damaging as fuck. Go find them. They were bad. They did not make him look innocent at all. In any way. No.
And I don't know why they thought that it would. No, I don't. They only showed her, I think. Well, I mean, that could be messages. A one-sided text message. I would have liked for his response to be included in that. Because if he was like, all right, cool. Well,
mm-hmm. Girl.
It sounds terrible.
Strange. It's very terrible. You know what I just saw right before we started recording? I can make this quick. Okay. Gayle King and Charles Barkley, they're supposed to host a new primetime show on CNN together. And it's going to be called King Charles. Gayle King, Charles Barkley. Isn't that cute?
I like that.
They're not going to be talking about politics or anything like that. It's going to be like, I thought
Wouldn't it be sports?
Not necessarily. She's not.
Oh yeah, she's not sports.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck though. So
yeah, he is.
It's going to be funny, whatever it is.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay, primetime show. I'd be into at least.
Me too. I'd be into at least seeing some clips. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You ready to switch it up?
Yeah, we need to switch up. And don't forget, we have a guest.
Yeah, she'll be joining us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch up. Okay, so for this switch up, a lot different. This is clearly we've got someone that's joined us. We got Coach J with us, and she's switching it up completely for us this week. Coach J, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell our listeners a little bit about who you are, what you do, what you can do for them.
Yes. Okay. So I'm Jordan, also known as Coach J, specifically to my clients. Okay. I am an author. I do have a journal called Be Restored, A Journey to Healing, right? And it's available on Amazon. Shameless plug.
No, ain't no shameless plug. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
We'll put a link to it in our description box of this episode so that people can find it. How about that?
Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Also, I do offer life and women's coaching to one-on-one. I offer one-on-one coaching services just for individuals and small groups. So folks, if they want to say like, hey, me and my homegirls want to do a session or a couple sessions, we got a group together, I'll do that.
That's cute.
I do facilitation of book chats, workshops, and things like that too. So
okay.
My main focus is on the restoration of the whole woman, wellness, mental, spiritual, body, mind. So just really the whole package.
Package. Yeah.
Getting it together. It's about getting it together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know people are probably thinking, because they're like, life coach, I can't afford a life coach. Is it insurance? Where do they have to be in your area?
So no, I do offer all services virtually.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm in the Chicagoland area. So for any client that is in the area, I do have an in-person package specifically for that services them if they would like. I also do a mixture of both. Some clients say, hey, I want to come in person. Cool. And then I also want to do some virtually, whatever is comparable for their schedule. Okay. Now, I like to let people know in terms of the in-person that I do not have a brick and mortar office. So I usually use like an extra confidentiality clause with them so that they know like wherever we are meeting is in a public space.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Good to know.
In terms of the financial part, unfortunately, I don't accept insurance because I am not a licensed clinician. That would be like the counseling realm, which is totally different. Okay. So it is self-pay. I do have set pricing, of course, depending on what subscription or packaging you want. Okay. But I do try to work with clients. So off record, but on record. A payment plan is offered for clients who really need that, and it's beneficial for them.
Oh, yeah. Good. Okay. So it's available and accessible to everybody that's listening.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically women. Let's just say that women. Okay. I love the guys. Okay. But it's for the girlies.
Okay.
Yes.
We need a little extra.
A little razzle dazzle.
Little razzle dazzle. We need something about us. Jesus.
We need help. Mm-hmm.
So this week this switch up is different. And so you've kind of come up with something for us to do, maybe in terms of like, this will give our listeners an idea of all that you know. And hopefully after they hear this, they're going to be knocking on your imaginary door.
Virtual door.
Right, your virtual door.
Not imaginary.
So I just want to know, like, have y'all been self-caring or not? Because I'm about to ruffle a few feathers. I know we like the tussle, you know.
Okay.
And we can get to it. So, one really major thing, of course, it's a buzzword. We're seeing it on social media. We're seeing it, we're hearing it on TV and in all these different sectors. Oh, self-care this, self-care that. And all the girlies are going crazy because they getting their nails done and they keeping their hair done. And I am here to tussle with y'all when I let y'all know that that's not it, sis. It's not giving.
It's
we
not?
need you to do much more. Now, let me say this, and I have this discussion with clients all the time, pretty much every single client. Is that self-care? Does keeping our nails and hair and things like that make us feel good? Yes, because normally when we feel good on the outside, when we look good on the outside, we tend to feel good, right?
Yeah.
But that is very surface level, and we need a lot more than that. So I want to get into this. First, I want to demystify the difference and really make some clarity, the difference between self-care and self-soothe.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So what I'm seeing a lot of us do, and I'm saying us because I have been guilty and every now and then still is, because this is a work, all together work.
Work in progress.
We're doing a lot of self-soothing, and we do that well. I'm stressed, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overworked, I'm spread too thin. Now I'm going to do XYZ.
Okay, so
that's not preventionary. Now we're trying to revert and fix because I'm already stressed, I'm already exhausted, I'm already this or that, feeling anxious. And so that's self-soothing, doing things after the fact to help you feel better.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That's self-soothing. We do that well. We got that in the bag. We don't need no help.
Put that down.
Okay.
Self-care is providing experiences, moments, and really taking time to pour into yourself to prevent the exhaustion, the burnout, the feeling of being overworked, stretched too thin, the stress, the anxiety. So what we need to remember is that it's important to prioritize doing these things before you start to feel like, oh, girl, I ain't going to be able to take this. I need a day off. I need to take a mental health day. That's a big thing now. Like, oh, a lot of employers are offering mental health days. Yes, and employees are taking the mental health day once they feel their mental health is about to go off.
Right.
Yeah, like it's gone at this point.
Yeah.
So I need to do that before. Just like we have preventionary health care, if you go to your checkups, if you're doing those things to prevent or to help you, figure out something early so that there can be a better treatment. It's the same thing, right?
Wow.
So that's one thing. That's one gem.
Never would have thought about it that way.
Same. I wouldn't either. Girl, that's
And
all
most
you
of
hear
us
about
don't.
is getting your hair done, getting your nails done, going shopping. That's self-care. Self-care.
And you
Taking a
see in the
bath.
post, the whole reel, self-care.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. I'm like,
Self-care.
I mean, you cute.
Yeah.
You are together.
Yeah.
But you
Wow.
and you emotional. And when your hair, like these braids right here, baby, I done had them for a little while. They stand up nice.
Yeah, they are.
But when they get, the day I got them, I was like, oh. But when they get a little old, when that new growth starts to come, if that was my self-care, then how do I feel today when the edges is not slick?
Damn. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. That's
Not gonna have me crying in my pillow tonight.
It's the tea.
Self-reflection.
It's the gym.
Yeah, that's a gym. Okay.
Outside of that, learning different self-care methods. So, the hair, the nails, the massage, that sort of thing, I would classify that as physical self-care. So there are 6 different self-cares. Components.
Okay.
And we want to make sure that we have a really good balance and that we are hitting at least most of them. I would say all 6. And I think depending on, who you are, what your beliefs are, you can hit most of them. So I want to go over them. So there's physical, there's emotional, there's spiritual, there's intellectual, there's social, and there's sensory.
Damn.
So physical self-care is the easy one. That's the nails, the hair, the also massage, making sure that you are eating things that are nutritious, exercise. So physical self-care pretty much serves and enhances the physical body, right? That outward and inward, right? And then emotional is all about your emotions. So it's becoming more aware, in tune, like knowing, like, how am I feeling, what's going on, being, when people say like, oh, are you in tune with your emotions? Are you emotionally aware? Like, but that's a real thing, like knowing where you are. So some examples of that: journaling, meditation, mindful practicing. And I just for a hot second, I want to touch on this because there's a lot of buzz and, like, those who have a spiritual relationship with God or whomever it is that they may believe in, that meditation is demonic or I know for me, I'm a believer of Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the big guy with the big G. And when I'm meditating, I'm not thinking about
other
these crystals and all of this. No, I'm just trying to have a peace of mind in the moment. I might even be praying in my head or whatever, because Lord, help me to get it together.
So
I just wanted to say that because there's a lot of that discussion and talk going on, and I don't want people to think that, like, oh, if I'm a believer of Jesus, I can't meditate. No, it's about where your mind is at and what you set your mind to focus on. So that's emotional.
I'm glad you brought that up because I thought they were hand in hand, but apparently some people don't.
And then to piggyback off of that, spiritual self-care, which is another component, and that's related to your religion or not even necessarily your religion, but your spiritual well-being, like your soul, your spirit, what it is that you're believing in. And that can be achieved by prayer, reading in your word, whatever word you got going on. Fasting, if that's something that you're moved to do, prayer, journaling, meditation, also things like that. And you could add in like different conferences and church services, things like that, or whatever is fitting for whoever you are, where you are in your spiritual walk. Then intellectual. And this is a self-care component that we really don't think enough about, but it's doing things that can stimulate, nourish, and challenge your mind. So this is really good for those who are older and who are retired. It's good for everybody. But I find that my women who are, around, closer to that retirement age, or children are gone, or unfortunately have lost spouses, they are more sedentary mentally. Doesn't mean that they're not moving their bodies, but you're not working anymore. So how many emails are you sending? How many articles are you reading? How many, that challenge is lacking. So reading, spending time learning new things, leisure research. Now, you're not about the research to write a dissertation, but if there's a topic like, I may want to know more about this, that's a mind stimulator to do some leisure research. And then this next component, we're really good at this too, at least most of us, social self-care. So that focuses on the social interactions that you have with other people. Now, the key to that is making sure that those social interactions are not toxic and they're not with people who bring out negative energy. So, if homeboy that you've been dealing with, if y'all got to do this and tussle, and that's not the social self-care. That's not the one. So, it needs to be with meaningful people who pour into your life in some positive way. And sometimes it doesn't have to be real deep. Like if you and Keisha cool and y'all, went to high school together and she just came back and tell you want to meet up, have a little mimosa, brunch or something, that will be considered, self-care. So family time, girls outing, social events, date nights, dates, whatever.
Sister visits.
Come on, that's sis. For our husbands. Them at the top.
Sister visits.
That is at the top.
Sisters need sisters' husbands. It's a thing. It's a requirement.
Tracy
James. A requirement.
Call them out.
Y'all listening?
Right.
And then lastly, sensory. And that helps to nourish and support our senses. Of course, sight, smell, touch, sound. These are things that just kind of help bring your mind into focus and focus like on your current and present moment. And you hear a lot about that. Like if you've ever gone to yoga, like let's focus on our present and our now. Like it's a thing. But even my experiences with yoga, like that is so challenging. It is such a challenge. It sounds simple. It sounds easy, like, oh, let's focus on our present. And I'll be like,
What are they doing? What y'all thinking about?
Who's looking at me?
The present,
What's
like
my gut
right
doing?
now, like right now. Am I hungry? Dang,
Right. That's
that
the
bill,
main thought.
I gotta get that bill paid.
Did I turn
the
the
oven
Matter
off?
of fact, I think I need one more thing on that grocery list. Did my kids pick up that bathroom? Is the car gonna shut off today? Do I need some more gas?
Exactly.
So it's so hard. Actually, we make it seem it sounds good, right?
Yeah.
It's another buzzword. It's so trendy. It's a social media thing, but the reality is that these things are really helpful. And so some of the ways to focus on sensory self-care, lighting candles, that's the aroma and the smell part. You know, if you're into essential oils, that's a really good component. Of course, listening to music or podcasts. Wink, wink.
Hello.
Sis, let me tell you.
Okay.
Come on in here and get
Our
your little
podcast.
a key.
Okay.
You need to be lightened up. It's for me. It's the
Right.
thing. You know, viewing different art, if you're into different museums or just different things that are intriguing to your eye, right? Now, I love a beach scene now. A little water, a little blue sky,
serenity.
little aqua, water, you know?
Yeah.
So things that are really just calming.
Okay.
So that's sensory, but I want to say that right now there's such a huge uptake in Black women specifically, and I think it stands true for most people, no matter what your race or ethnicity are, but specifically for Black women. Like when I have conversations with clients or women that I just come in encounter with, there's a lot of stress and anxiety, and a part of it kind of peaked, of course, during the pandemic. Thank you, COVID.
Right.
But it has carried on. It has been lingering, and I think a lot of us are kind of like taking it lightly, like, you know, everybody's stressed, but it's a real thing. And it's taking a toll, especially for women who are multifaceted. And I think that's like 90% of us. Because if you have one kid, there's a multi right there.
Right.
Because now you got to do whatever it is you do for you and the kid.
Yeah.
And if you got more than one,
Oh God.
and if you got a husband or a man or you got a lot of things and a job and a side hustle or a business and all of that, and when you put all that in a pot, it's a lot.
Yeah,
right?
that.
It is. Jesus.
So the levels of anxiety and stress and even depression for women, we have seen a huge uptake. So the benefit of these things, this whole self-care, is more than just words that sound good, right? It's really a necessity for women to take it serious and to prioritize themselves, because we go real low on the list. Like everybody else be up here and we be down here.
Yeah.
Because we feel like we have all of these people to take care of and see about it, and they depend on us, right? And we do hold these titles and we are all of these things. But if our cup is empty,
Right.
I don't have nothing to give my kids, my man, the dog that I don't have, the job that I work.
Right.
I don't have anything to give them. It's my cup. Like, it's nothing in there.
I find myself personally, and I'm sure it's for a lot of people, but I find myself not being able to turn my brain off. And I don't think Tracy gets when we'll be watching a show and mid show, my mind has been going of all the things that the kids are in bed at this point. But I'm already thinking about like, well, what do I need to do tomorrow? Or what do I still need to do today? Or what do I need to do to prep? Yes. So I'll come out and say something to him and he's just like, how did you get there? We're watching a show. But my mind literally does not turn off.
Yeah.
And I'm doing multiple things in my mind at one time. So I may be checking, like last night we were watching a show and I was on my phone doing something. And it may have been something for the pod. I do not remember. He was like, we're watching a show, remember? I was like, yeah, I know.
Okay, so he wants you to be more present.
Yeah, but it's like, and then I'm forgetful now, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's after having both kids or what, but I literally can't remember anything. So if I think of something, I got to do it right then or it's gone.
Yeah.
That could be because you're too focused on so many other things at the same time. You can't truly fully focus on one thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And sis, you in the 99th percentile, honey, because this is everybody. You're not alone.
Okay.
When I meet with clients, and I usually have not usually, but always have a pre-assessment evaluation just to kind of gauge where they are, what they're looking for, and that plans how we're going to do our work together. But in the checkbox section where there's a list of all these different struggles or things that you may be dealing with, like stress, anxiety, and like worry, fear, organization, like those things are always checked amongst this long laundry list of things. And I think it's really across the board, because even me as the coach who's telling other women how to do all these things, like I have to remind myself, like, girl, you need to sit down. You need to take a break. And most time, well, not most times, but oftentimes I suck at doing that. So then my significant other is like, hey, you don't need to do that. He'd be like, you could just sit down. Like, just sit down. It's not, the laundry is not going to run off. Either I could do it or you could do it tomorrow. Right. But today is not the day that you have to do it. And I'll just be like, but
my mind is still on it, though. So.
My mind.
Yeah, it's still there.
How much detergent?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's trying to help encourage you to take those breaks for yourself, which is good.
Yeah,
it is good. Because what else? Because if he volunteered to do the laundry, would you let him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did it the other day. I came home.
I love that. Okay.
I love.
Thank you.
That's great.
I love it. Okay, very good.
So he can tell you, hey, this doesn't need to be done right now, and then also follows up and does it. That is primo.
That part. That's the part.
Okay.
It's the follow up.
It's the follow through. Hello, somebody.
That's important.
Very.
Yes. So yes, ladies, and all the girlies who are on here today listening.
Yeah.
Please take care. Self-care, not self-soothe.
That is
I've literally never heard that
gym
before.
for me.
It is. I've never heard it.
We be soothing.
Like, wow. Yeah.
We be doing a lot of that.
All I do is soothe.
Yeah.
Give me a pacifier. I'm soothing myself.
And it's with food. I'm eating or drinking something.
That too. Because I will. Something sweet at the end of the night is like my treat.
It's just the best.
But this waistline
why I need a nighttime snack? Okay. I need a nightcap.
Nightcap. And then
snack.
Me in.
A nightcap snack.
A nightcap snack. I'll take a cocktail too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So basically, if you are not hitting Jordan's line after this, Coach Jay,
what are you doing?
Because
you know you self-soothing. Absolutely. Take the pacifier out your mouth. Get online. Buy her book. And then hit her up for an appointment. Oh yeah, show us. You got it.
Okay,
that is
good.
So cute.
Okay, and then also tell us on social media where you can be reached.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So on Instagram, you can reach me at berestored_Coach J.
Okay.
And then, of course, everything is on my website, berestoredwithcoachj.com.
Okay.
On the website, you'll see all the services offered, what my main focus and like intentionality areas are.
Okay.
You can read all about me and who I am and how important that I am.
Okay.
But I think most importantly for me, I really, and this is literally all jokes aside, like my deepest desire and passion is to help women to evolve, to become better versions of themselves, to recreate who they are. Because some of us get to that point in life where it's just like, I don't even know if I really like the me that I am right now. Damn. So what can we do? How can we, fix that? And that's a process. That's a journey. It is not an overnight thing. So one thing that I really value about coaching, I think I've had both coaching and counseling, and I am a huge advocate for both. Yeah. And they work well together, and they work fine apart. But coaching, you get the accountability partner. You get someone holding you to the standard that you set. Not my standard, but the standard that we created based on what your goals were. And so I just want to help women, every woman that I come across, all the conversations that we're having. I've been in some really ridiculous situations over the course of my life. I'm so thankful to be in such a better state and place, and I desire that for every woman. So please reach out. If you don't do anything else, Amazon, honey, you could get Be Restored, A Journey to Healing. It's on my website too. So
okay.
There you go.
It's a guided journal, just so y'all know.
Guided journal. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Guided journal. So that means there is reading material you're going to read. It's going to give you a prompt that's going to guide you to then journal on your own. So there are line spaces so that you can write.
Oh, I like that.
It's not just blank.
Empty pages.
Like
I don't have nothing to write.
Yeah.
No, you're going to have something.
Pay got on my nerves today. That's what I'm writing. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Very
it's
good.
It's got you. And it's sequenced. It has a daily sequence. So when you start it, it's day 1, day 2, day 3, so on and so forth.
Good. And how many days is it?
30 days.
30 days. Okay, so that's easy. Not too big of a commitment for our commitment phobes. Very good. I'm excited that you came and you gave us this little nugget. And I can only imagine if someone were to meet with you one-on-one, or like you said, with a group with their girlfriends, to be able to just like come together. Girl, first of all, realize that you need some help. And that you should do some self-reflection. Hello.
Not me thinking I'm perfect.
Come on, realize.
Yeah, not me sitting out here thinking I'm perfect.
No.
So that's beautiful. And then to be able to have somebody that keeps you accountable and then look at them and they look just like you.
Girl, I was just about to say that.
That's hard.
Don't show me another white woman with a book.
I'm tired of it.
I don't want to describe these microaggressions to another white person. I'm done. I want somebody to already understand it.
Yes.
So...
For sure.
I'm into it. I'm thinking maybe we should do like a giveaway for one of your books. We can talk offline, but to one of our listeners. Yeah, that would be beautiful just to be able to give to somebody.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. And maybe possibly help. So we'll give out more details about that once we, decide what we're going to do. But
cool.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for having us.
No, thank you for having me.
For joining us.
Yeah, that's our show. Jess, you want to take us out?
Yeah. Okay. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at SLMTY podcast. We have a Facebook group that you should join.
Hello.
We be laughing in there.
Get in there and talk. Damn.
Yeah. And people are, but most of you are not. It is also called SLMTY podcast. And it's just a group when you join it and get in there and start chatting. We always post all of our episode pertaining material in there for our week. And this was something we wanted to add. If you guys are on social media or you see something online that you think is interesting that maybe you would want us to bring up on the next week's episode, tag us in it. And then we can look at it and talk, and then we'll cover it if it, goes with some of our normal material. Also, before you leave this episode, because I know y'all be forgetting when we said at the beginning.
Yeah.
Before y'all leave, go ahead, if you haven't already, and leave us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you listen to us on, whether it be Apple or Spotify or whatever. And on Apple, you can leave us a review. The rating and review better be 5 stars or we do not care. And then we will read some of the reviews on our episodes.
Yep. That's it. Thanks so much, Jordan, for having us. Coach Jay, excuse me.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming on and giving us a bit of your wisdom. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all.
Okay.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye.